Hi, welcome to lesson 3, and we're going to be looking at simple electromagnetic simulation results. We're going to cover in this lesson how you get the results out of the simulation and the different kind of results that can be presented. So getting the results out is actually really straightforward. You click down from a drop-down menu and it will ask you what you want to do with them. One of your options is to plot them natively in HFSS, so this is an actual HFSS graph showing you the performance of the reflector. So it's very similar, if not almost identical, to the one that we saw from our measurement results because it's showing you the same information. We're looking at the two polarizations from the radiation, one of which will get reflected from the grid line, one of which will be transmitted through, depending on the relationship between the orientation of the grid line and the polarization. So what we see is again on transmission on our S21 measurement, when the grid is in a certain orientation, you get very little absorbed, tiny, minute amount of radiation absorbed, which is what you would expect from a well-designed reflector. Rotate it 90 degrees, however, you have a different story when you're looking at it in reflection, where most of the energy gets reflected back, so you're down at that minus 25 dB level. So you can get a graph out. You can export this as a .csv file and you can plot it in MATLAB or Excel or whatever you want to plot it in. You can also take images of your simulated results. So this is showing you the E-field density in a plane. So it's one cut which is parallel to the grid lines, one cut which is perpendicular to the grid lines. So you can see in the top one, where we are parallel to the grid lines, the energy is reflected back up. And you can see in the bottom one, the energy goes straight through. You can also take an animation out of it, and it will show you the processing here. So again, you can see the two different orientations of our E vector. On the left-hand side, where it goes straight through, on the right-hand side, where it gets reflected. These are really useful for presentations because it tends to win arguments in meetings and things if you're going, well, look at my wonderful simulation. It shows you everything that you need to know. People are really impressed with it, so it's always a good thing to put in. So conclusions for lesson 3. Your results from your electromagnetic simulation can be presented as raw data. It can come out as graphs, it can come out as images or animations. So the next video is going to conclude everything that we've learnt in chapter 2.